In this episode of Hollywood High Tech, comedian and all-around man's man Adam Carolla is looking to upgrade his low-tech podcast studio with some real high-tech gear.
Yes, we stream on occasion.
I'm giving Adam the best high-res robotic cameras on the market so he can capture every ounce of funny during his show. You can point, tilt, and all of these new cameras are getting hooked up to Adam's super new high-def studio in a box. Not to mention, I'm also giving his dated reception area a much-needed facelift.
Classic.
We're knocking down walls and raising the ceiling, literally.
Wow, the height is amazing.
When Hollywood wants to get wired, they call me. I'm Janna, and today we give Adam Carolla a souped-up studio enhancement sure to blow the rest out of the water.
They want to listen to me.
It's Hollywood, and we're at Adam Carolla's podcast studio where we'll be revamping his reception room and hooking him up with top-of-the-line cameras. Adam's been busy the last couple of years. He co-hosted The Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel, has taken your calls with Dr. Drew on Loveline, hosts The Car Show on the Speed Network, and his podcast, The Adam Carolla Show, is the most downloaded podcast on the internet.
Wow, this is a really cool space. I take it this is not a museum for your memorabilia.
No, although the Man Show chair does reside over there.
Oh.
We can sniff it later. We came here, we built a studio that I'll show you in a second.
Okay.
And basically what we have is a little kitchenette area here.
Reception-like area.
Reception, kitchenette, yeah.
Okay.
We also have our control booth, office over there, and then over there is the actual studio.
That's the magic. That's where the magic happens.
That's where the magic happens.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yes.
what can I do to help you?
Well, first off, we're not wild about this area. As you can see, it's catch as catch can. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge. It'd be nice if when people came into the Ace Broadcasting Network here, they were welcomed by more than just a sort of bunch of racks and ugly-looking 80s stuff.
I've seen your podcast. Very good, by the way.
Yes, we stream on occasion. Actually, every day. Yeah, but it's low def.
Right.
We're just using consumer cameras.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wow, this is fun. So this is a cool space. I like it.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, we have a couple stationary cameras
Yeah,
that
those are definitely consumer camcorders.
And one of the problems is we're constantly coming in and readjusting them just by hand to try to get on the guest or whichever way I'm leaning or whatever it is. So remote operated would be cool.
Okay, I've got some ideas here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. I have some great ideas, actually.
Ideas that you're going to execute yourself, or you're just going to pawn off to some worker?
Ooh, that's harsh.
Yeah, I know how these shows work.
Time to clear out everything for our guys to get started on Adam's hot new revamp. But before we knock down walls, I have to clue in Adam on my plan for his soon-to-be state-of-the-art podcast studio. So, Adam, meet our design consultant, Dane.
Hello, Dane.
How are you doing, Adam?
I'm
Nice to
doing
meet you.
well.
So let's talk about the tech first. So,
Please.
in this room, we are going to upgrade your cameras to robotic cameras. So they're going to point, tilt, and zoom.
Sure.
We're also going to get you some new hard shell headphones. And in the reception area, because you like to listen in on your guests, we won't go there. We are going to put a hanging mic,
Like we did.
a 22-inch monitor for your guests to be able to see you.
Yeah.
And in the control room,
Yeah.
you're going to get an HD studio in a box. And also a control surface, which Donnie will be, that's like his control central.
Uh-huh.
And then to round out the system, some nice new bookshelf speakers.
All right, now I don't want to go sort of relationship on you, but I've been burned before.
I can promise you that I deliver. And now let's see what Dane has in store for the reception area.
You have 3 different points that you're using it for. You're using it as a break room,
Right?
you're using it as an office, and as a reception area.
Yeah.
So we need to blend all 3 of those areas into that
Wow,
box.
that's impossible, Dane. Even the great Dane couldn't pull that one off.
We are going to take the ceiling, the drop ceiling that you have now. We're going to take it all the way up to the rafters, give it a retro feel, 60s.
Yeah, I like that.
So what do you think about the plan?
I'm intrigued.
What do we say you leave and we can get to work?
All right, well, let's just say I leave and then you get to work.
Fine.
See, I made it my idea.
Great. Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
You guys start removing the ceiling, please. We continue the walls.
All right.
This drop ceiling has to come down fast so we can start framing for drywall. If we don't finish the drywall today, we won't be able to paint tomorrow. So we've got to keep moving.
So because this wire is flexible and it bends easily and we need to go in between the walls, we're using something called a gopher pole. Kind of looks like a fishing pole, but it's called a gopher pole. And what we're gonna do is we just feed the wire through here, and then Lewis is gonna go above and fish it through the wall, and you're gonna kind of hook it out from the other side. Right. And that's how it's done. Bob. This is Donnie, who's the co-creator of Adam's podcast as well as Adam's business partner. So what we're gonna do here is obviously have to put some Cat 5 so we can run the joystick controllers so you can control the cameras.
Yeah.
It's really important to label your wire so you know which camera it corresponds to.
Coming up next, Adam gets a glimpse at some new gear.
Wow.
He gives us a professional lesson in mudding
Always use 2 knives.
and shows us where not to put your coffee.
Let me just set my coffee down.
We're upgrading Adam Carolla's podcast studio, and things are really picking up. We've run all of our wires for the new robotic cameras, removed his drop ceiling, and put up the drywall. And now, with all of our furniture deliveries arriving, it's time for us to unpack and start putting these things together.
All right, come on, Adam.
Wow.
Look at our fine mess.
Wow, the height is amazing.
Pretty great.
That is pretty nice. Hold on. Give me one of those knives.
All right, oh, that's right. This is your...
knife. All right. Now listen. Thank you. Hold that.
All right, I'm holding it.
Here's why you got to use 2 knives. You got to constantly keep it work to the center
Okay.
of what you're doing. So if you're doing this, you're constantly doing this. So now, let's say you got a little, you want to spread some on there. Spread it on, spread it on. Now what's it do? It goes out wide. Once it gets out wide, it starts getting off to the edge. See, it starts spilling off the edge. What do you do?
I see that.
Back to the middle. All right.
Got some stuff.
Now I'm going to hand this back to the guy who's going to key my car on the way out. There you go. Thank you very much.
Well, hey, let's go into the control room. I want to show you something. Come on in. Hey, Donnie.
What do we got here?
So this is the switcher we were starting to discuss yesterday. So this is the processor for it.
Yeah, so 8 cameras, 16 audio channels.
16 audio channels.
This is actually a television studio in a box. You can do virtual sets with this. I mean, it's amazing.
Virtual sets.
Yeah.
Virtual set.
How's
It
that work? Put like a rainforest behind you and stuff like that?
Anything we want.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you want to be
The old dating game?
Yeah, we can throw you in the Amazon.
Wow. That'd be nice.
Or we could have him in the Super Bowl if you want.
There you go. There you go.
Wow. Virtual sets.
Playing basketball.
How limitless is that virtual set
Anything
thing?
we can think of.
Yep.
It's
Wow.
our own imagination.
Create whatever you want.
Wow.
Check out the switcher.
Donnie, you're in hog heaven, man.
Oh, you gotta check the switcher
What
out.
I
I don't know
like.
what to do with myself.
Let me just set my coffee down. Whoa, whoa.
What's going on here? I thought you were a
I'm
pro.
just trying to set my camera down. Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Well, what I like about this, Donnie, is the fact that you can actually control 8 cameras. I mean,
Oh, this
it's-
is our old one.
You
Here's
don't
our
need
old
a
switcher
person.
right here.
Oh man, my grandpa brought that over on the Mayflower, dude. Yeah, this is nice. Technically, we're steaming ahead. Architecturally, we're covering a lot of ground as well, so I'm impressed. So impressed, I'm gonna go outside and eat something for free.
Well, you enjoy that.
Yes, and you carry on. And remember, 2 knives.
We're installing XLR cables that will attach to Adam's new microphones. Running these wires gives us a hard line with way more quality than a wireless system would. We got Adam some old school lockers to replace those coat hangers in his reception area. So as the guys rev up and paint, this is the perfect time to put those together and finish up a very productive day 2. Coming up next, you're gonna be amazed at these brand new robotic cameras.
There we go. We have power.
I'll show you how to mount a monitor on a wall.
That's great.
And we're getting closer to showing Adam his brand new digs.
Holy macaroni!
But first, I'm in Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show, checking out all the latest high-tech gadgets.
So wireless systems are the future. No more wires. You can put this wireless music system in as many rooms as you want. It sets itself up, you pick up the remote, and you're ready to go.
Our camera installers just pulled in, so that must mean it's day 3, and it's time to get teched out with some hot new robotic cameras. We've already painted the reception area, so while my guys set up, I'm gonna add a few things to the room.
These curtains are a great call, and because there are so many reflective surfaces in this room, it's really gonna help absorb the sound. This is great. So yeah, this is our 18 gauge serial digital cable or SDI cable. So let's start terminating.
I'm terminating these video cables, just like any cable installer would do at your home, which gives us the best possible signal and connection for our cameras.
Now we're ready to connect into our HD control room in a box.
Before we install Adam's brand new robotic cameras, we have to test them out and make sure they're ready to go.
And it looks like it's got full motion, and now we have video. So at this point, we know that the cameras work, and we can actually take them back and put them where they need to go in the actual studio.
Jenna, I wanted you to meet my friend Philip, who knows everything about this new control room in a box.
Awesome. Okay, so this is the control surface. So this is gonna allow him to be able to toggle between cameras, do virtual sets if he wants, overlays, all kinds of fun and fancy things.
Yeah, this control surface really is just the controller to our high-def studio in a box that you plugged cables into and made the cables for. So this is gonna really take Adam Carolla's podcast to an entirely new level, because instead of just being standard def and for the web, you have content that's ready for broadcast if you choose to go there.
That's awesome.
Yay!
Here's what we're doing. We're adding a 22-inch monitor and a cool little articulating mount. So Adam's guests are going to be able to view his video feed from the podcasting room right here. Oh, there you go. Absolutely. There we go.
Just put it at an angle.
This is great. All right, Chris, so this is awesome because we can just put these right on the shelf. These don't require a
They
mount.
don't need to be mounted. They can sit right on the shelf.
So I'm gonna give you this. Let's take the old ones out. There we go. We have power. Look at that. So what I'm doing is I am removing the old camera mount, and we're gonna reinforce it with these new heavy-duty anchors.
We've installed the new robotic cameras and hooked them up to the studio in a box. Now it's time to clean up and get this place ready to show Adam his new digs. Coming up, Adam gets his first look at his brand new high-tech studio gear.
We were using clamshells with zip ties before.
But first, I'm in Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show, checking out all the latest high-tech gadgets. Ads for smart TVs are all about surfing the web, but people are really buying them for streaming movies. Well, in a few more years, no more discs, no more downloads. Streaming for everyone. We've been on air non-stop for 3 days at Adam Carolla's podcast studio. And after a major facelift in his reception area and a supreme camera upgrade in his studio, it's finally time to let Adam peruse the showroom.
Holy macaroni!
You like it?
No, I love macaroni.
I don't even know what macaroni is.
I don't know what that is either.
Well, what do you think? How about the colors?
Oh, man.
Pretty cool.
I love it.
But
it looks great.
Oh, I'm so happy. And you know what? With your help, we learned how to muddy a wall.
Muddy a wall.
So you helped us with the drywall.
Say sling mud, baby.
Sling mud. With the two knives. Two knives.
Yeah.
So we incorporated, a 1950s feel with the tables and the chairs and then the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And we even took your sort of drab coloring. It was a little drab. I'm sorry. It was drab. So brightened it up with some white, so it looks really nice. We gave you some lockers in the hallway.
I love that.
You talked about being a voyeur. So now you have a mic, so you can listen in on the fabulous things that your guests are saying in the reception area.
Did I say I was a voyeur?
Yes, you did.
I thought I just thought that.
No, I think you said it. But anyway.
I said it out loud.
You did. You said it out loud, which is what I like about you. You say everything that most people feel but don't have the guts to say. But we can talk about that later. So now your guests will be able to view you in your podcasting room right on this 22-inch monitor.
It's such a treat for them to see me in all my glory moments before they see me in all my glory. That's going to be awesome.
So let me show you your new podcasting space.
Yeah.
Here is where your magic happens. And this is what I'm most excited about, because we talked about bringing you to that next level. And now with these super high resolution cameras, you can point, tilt, zoom. All right, so and every podcasting studio has to have amazing headphones. So you have some really awesome hard shell headphones. And this is gonna be great for you because it really helps with the sound.
Yeah. Oh, because we were using clamshells with zip ties before.
Oh,
and just yarn. But we actually have some nice top-of-the-line stuff.
Headphones?
I like that.
Do-it-yourself headphones?
Kind of Flintstones-esque.
I like it. I like it.
This is beautiful.
So I'm very
Robotic
excited for you about
cameras.
this. Yes. You have 5 of them in this room.
Awesome.
And like I said, every nuance, every smile, every nose hair, every ear hair, 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. And those are just the ladies. I know what you're talking about. I know. Now all I have to do is come up with something to say.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough for you.
That is the tough part. Could you guys drop some of that off?
All right, Adam, this is the master of your ship over here. So this is the control surface and the HD studio in a box. And this is the magic.
With Captain Donnie at the helm.
I know.
Right. Look at that.
And look, you have all 5 cameras.
Hold on. What am I doing in there? I'm here.
Your fans are going to think something's up.
Way back in the day when you started off with your totem play.
Oh my God.
Could you ever dream of this?
No, this is Christmas at Ace Broadcast.
And some handy dandy beautiful speakers to kind of round out the sound in this room.
Yeah, that is nice.
So what do you think about the entire transformation?
Yeah, give it a 2.5.
A 2.5?
But wait a minute. That's out of 2.5.
Oh.
See, I don't have that weird, crappy 10 scale.
Oh, well then, I guess that's good.
Well, 2.5 is the maximum you can have.
Well, then I'm happy.
Yeah, that's my scale. Donnie knows it when I go, man, that car's a 2.5.
Well, I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, all I can say is enjoy. I can't wait to see it online, and it's pretty terrific.
Well, thank you, and we're going to start broadcasting tonight.
Awesome.